Rob Baker made a video about how Christians, as Christians, we ought to be gentle and this and that. Now, who are you, Robert Baker? You're not a person that has shown yourself to have self-control and the ability to be long-suffering. You had a soft, comfortable, mushy life. Whereas me, I've been persecuted intensely for years, dealing with daily, constant, intense provocations, harassment. Me, I'm a Christian being persecuted. So if there's anybody that can make a video on this topic, it's me. Because I've been targeted with persecution and harassment and people working to provoke me daily, online and offline, cyber stalking, all this while being isolated, having no support from other Christians, just getting 99% hate, harassment, and torment in real life and online. So now a lot of Christians are blind, so they see me grievous words of anger, so I get harassed all the time. And I'm like an example of Christian discipline, long-suffering, gentleness, meekness, self-control, temperance. But they nitpick. They see like when I lose my temper sometimes, being provoked and harassed and attacked, and I get angry about it. And they'll be like, oh, Mike's the problem. He's an ill-tempered, angry person or something like this. So I've been targeted. I've been an example of Christian long-suffering, patience, meekness, self-control. I'm a Christian target video, which means I'm the target of a secret persecution program where people are recruited to target me in real life and online. And deal with years of cyber stalking, harassment, people harassing me online and in real life. In the city that I live in, there's people are persecuted. So this program, I'm a Christian being persecuted. I'm talking about a secret persecution program where people are recruited and put up to target me, both online and real life, which means there are people that have a job to show up harassing me, provoking me, pushing my buttons, working to start my angry, grievous words, and attacking me in despicable ways. And it's even in real life where for years and years I've dealt with people, I can't go outside. Every time I go outside, these persecutors are sent to go where I am and do things to make me feel abused and harassed and violated. And even in my own home, I've had to deal with this, where there's been service people that have been put up to target me. I don't have to go into details if it's like the plumber or the guy replacing the kitchen fan or whatever. I even had people targeting me on home with narcissistic dog abuse tactics. A big part of persecution is called narcissistic dog abuse tactics. So I'm the target of a secret persecution program, and despite having been targeted for more than 10 years now with intense persecution, and it's not just harassment. I get attacked physically. I can't even go outside. So imagine that for the last 10 years, not being able to go outside or having people show up that are persecutors, working to harass you, communicate veiled threats, provoking you, gaslighting, and even targeting you physically by spraying chemicals or something like this. That's part of targeting. But the perp so-called, they have vehicles or sometimes drive past me, spray a chemical on me. And that's happened as part of persecution. So for the last, since moving to the city, and even before that tournament started, since moving to the city, where I lived for, 7+ years now, there hasn't been one time I've gone outside without people being sent to harass me, provoke me. So there's people who are paid persecutors, and I didn't put hands on anybody. So I'm an example of Christian discipline and self-control and meekness and long-suffering. And there's been many people that are paid persecutors, flying monkeys, that have been working with narcissistic dog abuse tactics to me. That it's like one of these people I go to the corner store, and I already know the person is one of these people that work for the poor, and they show up to make me feel harassed, and they get told by the handler to do things around me that's supposed to make me feel harassed. It could be directed speech, communicated veiled threat or something like this, suddenly. Ever so suddenly. And it's like for years, this like the third person I see, the third time I show up in the corner, so this person is in there because they're there to harass me. And I go, hello, how you doing? And doing good to them. And not being angry. Being friendly, hey, how you doing? To some, I brought up Jesus and the gospel even. Some of them, it might be like, well, I got a cold. I go, yeah, you can take some vitamin C, it can help you. Doing good to those who persecute me. So that's the point. And there's people I dealt with that are put up to talk with me. And time after time, I'm a friendly, gentle, kind, long-suffering person. I'm not a high-conflict person. It's just people that are blind, you see me reacting to subtle abuse where people are provoking me and attacking me. And then you only see my reaction to it eventually, after a long time of constant provocations. Nice point. So I've been taught with people by people who work for this program for many years. And a long track record. So even that I've been targeted and harassed so long and didn't punch, kick, push, stab any of them. I mean, there's a lot of things I could have done if I had wanted to. I mean, if I would have wanted to hurt on these people, I've had plenty of opportunities and I just passed up on it, understand? So just the fact that I've been taught about these people so many times and I've never gotten physical with them, do you understand? Just never got it to get involved physical with them. That shows self-control and restraint. And so I've been long-suffering, meek, and gentle, despite being tolerant. There's some people who told me for a long time, even in my own home, where the deep state gang stalking persecution program recruited people to start doing narcissistic abuse tactics in my own home. And for a long time, time after time, they show up doing narcissistic abuse tactics work to push my buttons, and I'm still calm and friendly. And they keep pushing and pushing and pushing until eventually I start losing my temper about it. And this is this. So that's the point. Children suffered long of this kind. So just because you see me lose my temper doesn't mean that I'm not long suffering. Because I suffered abuse and harassment and provocations for a long time before I lost my temper. See, it's years and years and years and years of daily harassment online in real life. It's a long time I've been suffering this until I lose my temper. So with Christian growth, I got to the point where I'm long suffering. More than I see other people being. Very long suffering and doing good throws to persecute me, blessing it and not cursing. And putting up with things for a long time until I finally lose my temper. So, who are you to make videos about how a Christian should act, Robert Baker? How is Robert Baker? How are you supposed to make videos on how Christians should act? You're not. So me, it's like I have some experience here. I'm a Christian that have been persecuted intensely for more than 10 years. Daily harassment, abuse, physical attacks, physical persecution, physical attacks, thousands of people persecuting me and harassing me all in real life. And if I make videos about persecution, how a Christian can not be broken down by persecution and still have joy in their life despite all these things, I'm an authority of that just by experience. Now, when I see Robert Baker make videos, he's not being provoked. He's not being harassed. He's not, it's like you haven't been previously battle tested. You haven't been going through harassment for years and years, and you're still able to be kind of self-controlled when people are in the room, in the flesh, working to harass you and targeting this. Every time you go outside, these people are showing up, doing their hardest to push your buttons and make you lose your temper, make you angry. And like 90% of the time, you're not losing your temper. You haven't been tested like this. You haven't proven that. So Rob Baker has a soft, sellout, mushy, sissy life. And he's not being persecuted. He doesn't go through persecution. He doesn't have people constantly work to provoke him and pushing his buttons in real life and online. And then like, well, I can make a video on this. It's like how a Christian should respond to persecution or something like this. No, he can't. So also he's one of these people not honorable, despicable. He's been talking with narcissistic dogs abuse tactics in his videos, where he's doing things in his videos that are supposed to feel talked about, but he's being passive aggressive, which is a mark of a coward and a weak man. Whereas me, I'm actively aggressive. But most of the people in the deep state get to put up the talk with me and allow them to talk with me on their own volition. The passive aggressive, which is despicable. So here's the point. I've been taught of an intense persecution program called gang stalking videos for more than a decade, more than 10 years. And I've been very long suffering. I've been very patient and putting up with for a long time And there's been several specific circles I get into. It's like one person who gets told to go where I am and work to push my buttons and do narcissistic. So it's like this by design. It's a strategy. When they are a flying monkey that gets put up by the handler to do, say, where and act in ways around me that I'm supposed to be provoked and like very abused and targeted by. Okay, and I've for a long time been able to not respond to that, and then stay kind and then calm and having self-control. So yeah, Rod Baker wouldn't be able to survive the gang stalking. He's too soft, understand? He won't be able to deal with it. He's too weak. And Rod Baker doesn't have to have a program work to push his button. He's still losing his temper. Like, you're an abomination! Okay, on top of his, there might be an ending we'll do some more this time. So a clip where you talk about how Christians should be calm and self-controlled, and then cut to you sit on top of your arm. You're an abomination! Or something like this, okay? And we'll see what we do, Robert. But that's the point. Right. So yeah, I don't think, I don't take you seriously, okay? So, and you're one of these people that haven't lifted a finger to do anything to help me throughout all this persecution. But you've been aware of my channel. So at best, you've been turning a blind eye to it. And I would think that you're one of these people that have targeted me while I'm being targeted, like actively doing things to target me. Want to make another video, because you know I have sensitivity. Let's talk about flickering lights are annoying. And you flick the lights on and off in the video as a narcissist dog abuse tactic. It's kind of disgusting. There's a lot of things. Okay, there's a lot of things using trigger words and stuff to push my buttons. God knows. So anyway, you reap what you sow, Robert. You reap what you sow. This program you've been targeting me for and turned by night has hurt my mother physically, made her a health problem. She's a Christian too. Okay, and part of the targeting has been threats and doing harm to me, not only me, but my loved ones too. So anyway, I've been very long suffering, and I've been persecuted for 10 plus years. And despite that, I've been able to be long suffering and have self-control and charity suffered long and kind, which means I've been able to respond to the persecution by being long suffering with the persecutors for many years and remaining kind and friendly and do good to them. Now, recently, last year or so, I've gotten fed up and I got to a point where I'm less kind to them, okay? Because now notice how I've been suffering things for a long time until I started getting more aggressive against these people, more intense. Yeah, I've been suffering this for a long time. So and a lot of Christians, they're in denial. They're blind to the fact that gang stalk is real. And it shouldn't be hard for them to understand. It shows that they're just blind. That it's hard for them to believe my truthful testimony that this is a secret persecution point always. The Bible says that ye all live God and Christ Jesus suffer persecution. But somehow, if I get into the specifics about how I'm being persecuted, they go, well, it's hard to believe. The Bible teaches Satan is the God of this world. Christians should be aware that it's like a deep state. And still it's hard for them to understand I'm being persecuted. So anyway, that's the point. God has been on my side, so I'm going to keep making videos. Robert Baker's a soft sissy. He's an effeminate, narcissistic, carnal Christian. And he's one of these hypocrites, like rank hypocrites, that talk about how other Christians should act. Him to do Bible church, which is 100% a gang stalking church, meaning a church that told me for this program. And they talk about how Christians should be, and we should be like rank hypocrisy. Like, who are you? You're like an example of a destroyed Christian walk, where you've been captured by Satan to abuse other Christians, God's children, with persecution and told them with lies and things like this. You're like an example of like how a Christian ought not to be. But they have videos where they talk about how Christians should respond to adversity and things like this. So anyways, the point. I'm a persecuted Christian told video. I'm talking about secret persecution program called Gang Stalker told videos. And that's a real program. And I've been taught for more than 10 years. And I'm not going to stop working to get the word about that. And the border crisis is pathetic now, unfortunately. And ministries, pastors, Bible teachers, they're laughable. It's like a joke. They're not doing the job. It's like they don't know the Bible, or they all have heresies to teach in the ministry. They're all ignorant about the truth. They scoff at the truth. They don't have either spot 9/11 inside job. They can't see the truth in Hollywood movies in plain view. They don't know about how to take care of their bodies, like health, fitness, truth. It's like they're generally ignorant and weak. So, anyway, I gotta finish. And I've been able to deal with this alone. So I've been able to deal with this alone. I live alone, and thanks to God, I've been able to remain strong. That's also remarkable. Despite all the persecution I've been taught with mental and physical trauma for all these years, I'm still in better shape and perform at a high level mentally and physically than the average person. And I haven't had other Christians here helping me out. I've been alone in this. I just living alone. I've been isolated online and offline. I haven't other Christians supporting me. Just keep it to myself. Now with God, I've been able to endure this. And God has raised some people up to help me out on this. I have a few people God has helped me out with. Like my Christian wife that went to the Lord. And we're married, by the way. She's not my fiance, we're married, okay? See? So, yeah, I've been able to endure intense persecution and hardship and be very long suffering. So, long suffering is not never losing a temper, see? Long suffering is not never getting angry or fighting back or losing a temper. It's that it takes your suffering, provocations, abuse for a long time, people hurting you until it gets to that point, which I've been like that. So if you've been taught by a program that keeps sending people to you to harass you and push your buttons for years and years and years, even if just one person is the first time they abuse you for the program targeting, and I get evidence that this has been many years of this targeting until I got the program really short tempo. So I'm a first good Christian on video, and Rob Baker, he's the soft little sissy radio station setup out there. He can keep being a clown, but he's playing dress up or whatever YouTube channel. It's like pathetic. Like every video he makes is like, okay, I'm gonna make a video about the Old Testament. So I'm gonna wear like a costume cap. Grow up. You never grew up. I gotta finish up.